everybody. The bright lights are on, the stage is set, and the crowd is ready. It's Monday Night Primetime on EA Sports. As the work week kicks off tonight, another week of football comes to an end with a Monday Night Primetime contest between the Jacksonville Jaguars and the Kansas City Chiefs. Set to go is the kicker, Harrison Butker. And here we go on Monday Night Primetime. Returning it from the 4. Things going well so far. Field flipping effort there as he's brought down on the opposite side of the 50.
What a return to get this game started. What a beginning. But where is the coverage team? Now you got to wonder, how's this going to change the way you script this opening drive?
So their offense out now to get this game started. It's 1st and 10. Here's Travis Etienne on the ground. They come through with a nice gain there. Gain of 10, first down.
Let's see, Kate. Establish a run, cash in on the opening drive, and play from in front. That's the dream scenario to any contest. And runs like that gets the ball rolling.
They've got first down here from the 36. Lamar off the play fake. Flushed out of the pocket. And he just hucks this one away. Wasn't going to risk a throw or force something. It brings up second down.
You hear so many programs all around the league talk about it's all about the ball. It's all about the ball. Well, discretion, the better part of valor in a lot of cases. And right there, he understood it's all about the ball, and I'm not going to risk a turnover wisely, throwing it away.
Out of the gun, here's Jackson. Connection made, Travis Etienne. And that will not be enough for a first down.
Rhythm. You hear me talk about rhythm a lot. Whether it's a golf swing, a baseball swing, heck, even a bowler gets himself into rhythm. And I'm just telling you, Kate, from experience, these little throws to running backs, it's one of the best things to get your offense into rhythm and a nice little gain on top of it.
It's a gain of 4 there, and that's good for a Jacksonville first down. Lamar throwing again. Has it at the 7. And he's stopped as we get closer to our first point to this ball game. It's going to be 1st and goal now.
That's a statement throw right there. A statement throw that lets the opposing defense know it's not just going to be check down Charlie today. They're going to be willing to push the ball down the field, and this defense better respond.
Play action now with Jackson. Headed out right. Catch made. Play is brought to a halt, they're going to say, at the 5-yard line.
It's one thing to draw all these routes up when you're in the pocket. It's quite another when a play breaks down. Timing on routes change when you leave the pocket and scramble. What a great adjustment to still deliver a clean ball.
2nd and goal coming up, 5 yards to the end zone. One drawn up here for Lamar. And he's in for the touchdown. The Jaguars take a 6-0 lead on their opening drive. It's a Lamar Jackson touchdown. Cam Little to try the extra point. Extra point sails through good. And the Jaguars will jump out to a 7-0 lead. On now is Cook to kick this away. It's Brashard Smith now with the return. And this drive will start inside the 25. All right, working from the gun to start. 1st and 10. Mahomes starting off with a throw. Has him on the quick hitter. Has some daylight through the 40. And they're going to bring him down just after he crosses the 50. He'll move the sticks after ripping off a gain of 28. I'm not going to call this a must-score drive here in this first quarter, Brock, but when your opponents start the game with 6, it feels like you need some sort of answer.
You need a response, right? You need a response. You don't need all these home runs or big highlights. You just need to keep matriculating that ball down the field.
Now Now it's the first carry for Isaiah Pacheco. Gets it ahead, has about 5 yards. Darnell Savage brings that to an end.
Some backs are easier to tackle than others. Some, well, they just choose violence. They look for those opportunities to bust through tackles and keep those legs pumping.
First down run, nabs him 5. Now 2nd and 5. Zone read, it's Pacheco. And he's tackled with the first down yardage.
Well, looky here. You don't even have to worry now about a 3rd down call as that run moves the sticks. Now that call you had ready, though, you can recycle it. Save it for later for that next 3rd down coming.
First down throw, Mahomes. That's caught by Hollywood Brown. And they get this down to the 28. They get an even 10 on that play. And it's going to be first down, Kansas City.
Nice to see that connection, that chemistry working between the two of them.
From the pistol, here comes Pacheco. And no question he won that exchange, Brock. He hits for 8 on first down.
That's a run that you'll take the result in the NFL every time. A nice play, a solid game, but it's also a run that you know, and you may come back to, because if you were that close to breaking off an explosive one, you really break the backs of the defense.
A second down run by Pacheco. And they're going to have first and goal after he picked up a nice chunk there.
Danger, I say. You get this guy in the open field, and he is dangerous to take it to the house.
Might be able to start their game with a score here, bro. This is first and goal. He's got it on the bootleg. Bails out of the pocket quick. Caught out wide. Touchdown, Kansas City. The Chiefs finish off their opening drive. Now Harrison Butker for the point after. The point after splits the uprights. And the Chiefs respond with 7 of their own to tie it here early.
Harrison Butker to kick off 4 games.
So we've got a tie ball game now as they send this away. And he got all of that one out of the back of the end zone for a touchback.
At their own 35-yard line.
The Jaguars in a good starting spot here, coming up on 1st and 10. Now Jackson off the play action. Catch is made down the right sideline. And they're going to touch him down as they wind up with a nice gain on that play, and they got a new set of downs too.
You know I love those chunk completions. They're so critical. Those chunk plays, they lead statistically so often to scoring. And then when you get it to a tight end and play action, it's just a little icing on the cake.
And he stopped after ripping off an 8-yard chunk. It's second down.
Now that doesn't net a first down. You get yards like that in the run game, you will take it in the NFL.
Brings up 2nd and 2.
After that little 8-yard scoot, here comes 2nd and 2. Out of the gun, a gift to ETN. And they take him down after just a small gain on the final play of the first. That's going to do it for our first quarter here on Monday Night Primetime. Scoreboard showing 7s on each side. Back to Arrowhead in just a moment. Back for the second quarter. It's Jaguar football. They'll have an easy 3rd and 1. Looking to throw on 3rd and 1. That's caught for the first. And he's going to get this down inside the 30 before he's driven out. They'll move the chains after that pickup of 12.
I'm not sure how this defense let that guy slip through him like that. On 3rd down, nonetheless, he took that snap as an opportunity. Man, did he make an impact play.
Finds him over the middle. And they won't manage a ton. This gets to about the 26. That was Geno Stone up there to make that play.
You know, Kate, over the years, I've heard defensive coordinators say, hey, you got to earn the right to rush your passer. You got to earn the right for me to call blitzes. And when you call a blitz and you don't get home and you don't hit the quarterback, you've earned nothing.
From the gun, Jackson. And he just got it away before the hit, but the pass winds up incomplete. It's going to be third down.
Even the best of them can be hurried into a throw before they're ready, and that pressure just messed up all the timing, the rhythm, and the clock of the quarterback.
Jackson now on third. Pass caught. It's Hunter. And he goes out of bounds. That's going to set up first and goal.
I think my favorite part was the magic he worked after the catch. The way he took the completion and made so much more out of it by adding all the extra yardage.
At the 9-yard line.
They'll run, ETN. And they'll surrender just a lone yard. That brings up second down.
Okay, all right. There's a little progress on first and goal. You keep it safe, you push a little closer, and now you're set up for what you want to do on second down.
8-yard line.
On the give, it's Stoughton. And he drives forward for a little, maybe to the 7. Give him maybe a yard on that play, Brock. Still 7 to go on third and goal.
This is maybe one of the only spots in goal-to-goal situations I wouldn't even consider a run. Now, as a quarterback, you better be aware of those eyes defensively because they're going to be all over you in the passing game.
Jackson has it, third and goal. Throwing the out route complete. And they'll stand him up and sit him down at the line.
He specializes in salvaging broken plays out of the backfield, but even he couldn't get anything out of that one, Kate. That defense, they were all over it. I never saw a play script that ended with a field goal. It was always a touchdown that you wanted. That's 3 points, and it's enough to give them the lead.
On now is Cook to kick this away. And he just sends this out and over the end zone. So no threat of a return. They're going to spot the ball up at the 35 to begin this drive. All right, the Chiefs in good field position here as they start out first and 10. The drive begins with a run by Pacheco. And he manages 6 yards to begin this one. We've got second and 4.
Cool thing about a drive starting run like that, Kate, is it really just gives you every opportunity in the playbook, whatever you want to do. But as for me, I like to reward that runner. Give it to him again and see if he can get you a new set of downs.
From the gun, it's Mahomes. Out left, Worthy makes the ground. And that is a big hit right after that catch. So the play limited to maybe just a couple yards.
Well, he saw his guys pick up the blitz. Well, he felt them pick it up anyway if he wasn't looking at him. But with their effort on his behalf, I think this QB felt owed to them and the group up front to find somebody to get a completion, so that effort up front wasn't in vain.
And they can't connect on the third down deep shot. Love the courage they had to try it, but it's incomplete, and now we've got fourth down. Kansas City sends out its punt team. Only needed once last week in the win, and he matches that total here. He takes it at the 4. And he puts together a nice little return there before they're able to bring him down.
At their own 18-yard line.
Offense into the shotgun set as they line this up. First and 10. Looking to throw, Jackson. Here comes the screen for ETN. And they're going to bring him down after his play rips off quite a chunk of yardage there, up to the 30. They gain 11 on that play, and the Jaguars have a first down.
At that down and distance, this group was pretty confident the screen would get them enough yards for the first, and it did. And so long as it keeps working like that, I bet you it'll be a go-to play for them when they need it the next time.
That one's complete right side. And he'll go down after fighting his way to the 32.
A gain of 2 brings up second and 8 at the 32-yard line.
So when we come back, Brock, it's going to be second and 8. So we've reached our 2-minute warning. More on Monday Night Primetime in just a moment. 8 yards to go. Well, let's see how they approach this second down. Lamar now from the gun. Finds his running back. This is Bayshul Tootin. And that tackle stops him after a solid gain.
You know, these running backs today, they are so versatile. It doesn't matter if they're running it, or in this case, same principle applies on routes out of the backfield. You don't get somebody close to him, that throw is headed his way.
That's caught. He's got Washington. And in a blink, they are off to midfield before somebody manages to stop him. It's a gain of 12 on that one. And that's good for a Jacksonville first down.
Jaguars first down. First and 10 at the 50-yard line.
And again, it's Jackson. He's trying to push the field. That one is incomplete. Couldn't hang on through the contact. That one was intended for Travis Hunter. So that brings up second down.
It just kind of feels like they've met their match with this defense. So many plays, well, they've just not ended the way they were drawn up. Fortunately, well, their defense is doing the same. You really feel like which offense can get into rhythm is going to find a way to win this game.
Short pass brought in. And he'll take it past the midfield stripe and start the push into Chiefs territory. The Jaguars are going to call their first time out. They'll have 2 left to work with before halftime.
Textbook hitch route. Just hit him in the short field and deliver it once that defense turns their attention elsewhere. Okay, this is a low-ceiling play with a reliable source of yardage.
Connects on the crosser. And they're going to be set up just outside that red zone. It's a gain of 22. And the Jaguars have a first down.
Hey, let's get those next-gen stats out here, Kate. See just how far he had to run between the snap of the football and when he finally got the throw. Did a beautiful job of settling down into zone coverage, even though it took him a whole lot of distance to get there.
Check this one down to ETN. And they bring him down at the 18-yard line. A timeout taken by Jacksonville. It's second. And they still have one in their pocket for what's left of this half. Halfway to the marker, it's second and 5. Jackson keeping it himself. It's inside the 10. And he's into the end zone. Touchdown, Jacksonville. The Jaguars will add to their lead at the end of the half. It's a Lamar Jackson touchdown. Little tax on the extra points. And the Jaguars make it a 10-point ball game.
17.
On now is Cook to kick this away. So it goes for a touchback. Let's see what they decide to do with the time they've got remaining here.
At their own 35-yard line.
Last drive of the half isn't going to be long. 14 seconds remaining.
Yellow.
Throwing on first down, Mahomes. Lasers this one deep down the middle. And that's going to fall incomplete. We're down to 9 seconds left. Nearly an interception on that play. So it'll be second down.
Fairly safe to say as that one falls incomplete this first half so far, it's not met the standard they set for themselves.
Almost a very quick drive, but the drop pick gives him new life. This is second down. He's back to throw. That's complete. Isaiah Pacheco. And they'll get there and stop him at the line. So we're through 2 quarters now. Still a half of football to be played. We'll be back with more of the NFL on EA Sports.
Logan Cook to kick off.
On now is Cook to kick this away. And we'll have to wait at least a few moments longer for an exciting start to this second half. We've got a touchback. All right, starting in the pistol this time, Brock. First and 10. Run from Pacheco to start the half. And he's going to have this up near the 40, just a little bit short of it. It's a gain of 19 on the play. And that's a Chiefs first down.
A run like that, Kate, it just gives everybody a little bit more bounce offensively because you also know it can set the table for more.
15. Hey, 43.
Mahomes on 1st and 10. He'll dump this one off to his running back, complete. And he has it up towards midfield before he's taken down at the 47.
I call this quarterback's best friend. Some call it a safety valve, some call it automatic, but it's sure nice as a quarterback when you got a trusty running back over the middle of the field that you can depend on.
Running up the middle, Pacheco. And this great effort winds up getting them well into enemy territory before he's brought down. He picks up 15 on the play. And it's going to be first down, Kansas City.
Having been in enough locker rooms at halftime, Kate, I know what the messaging was in there. Start the game out by sending a message. Doesn't matter you're trailing, run right at them and go make a point.
And get it to Rashee Rice, complete. And they're going to have 1st and goal as he gets this down to the 4.
So many cool fundamentals on display right there, Kate. Look the ball in your hands, number one. Don't turn your eyes away from it before it gets to you. And when you've got that catch secured, snap that head forward and find that space upfield to turn a good play into a great play.
Pacheco. Nothing doing that time, and it leaves them on 2nd and goal.
Well, that's just about textbook defense and how to shut down an RPO. The coverage was tight, the numbers were up, and then the bodies were there to stuff that run before it could get going.
They'll try again from the 4. It's 2nd and goal. Out of the gun, it's Mahomes. And they will score. Touchdown, Kansas City. The Chiefs cut into the lead coming out of halftime. Well, Brock, you know this better than most. Sometimes these dudes can be a quarterback's best friend, finding the tight end in the end zone for 6.
And it really has been that way for decades when you think about it, Kate. From John Mackey to Tony Gonzalez to Travis Kelce. The position could be such a mismatch when you're throwing for the end zone.
Ball is set up, and it's away. Just a 3-point game now. And he wasn't chancing a return there, putting it out on the back of the end zone for a touchback. First and 10 coming up. Jaguars ready to take advantage of some good field position they've got here. Shotgun snap to Jackson. Completed over the middle. And he's tackled for a short gain.
Every once in a while, it's fine to be conservative on first down, especially when you get enough to stay on schedule and get a little something coming out of it, too.
This is 2nd and 6 coming up. They'll get this up the middle to Etienne. He swarms in the middle. This gets maybe a yard. Ashton Gelati driving in there for the stop.
Okay, that's a run that's ho-hum on the stat sheet, but if you see a bigger play on the ground later on, it'll largely be because of a play just like that one, softening up the front and opening the door for a bigger gap in the future.
Hits him on the out route. And he goes out. Just needed one more step there to reach midfield. Give him 8 yards on the play. And that's good for a Jacksonville first down.
I know I could sound like a broken record when I talk about timing and getting the ball out on time and on rhythm, but these outcuts, it is so imperative, and the best of them make it look oh so easy.
The tight end in motion now. A designed run, Jackson keeping it. And he drives this across midfield and down into enemy territory. It's a 4-yard pickup, and that's going to bring up 2nd and 6.
You know, gains that seem a little tougher to get against the front, gosh, this QB just makes routine. Such effortless running to pick up a handful on that designed run.
Wow, wide open here, complete. He has it to the 23-yard line as he's brought down. That goes as a gain of 25 yards and picks up the first.
From a great throw to a nice route and catch to moving the chains, there wasn't a whole lot not to like about that amazing play.
1st and 10, here's Jackson. Flushed out of the pocket. across the line. Into the end zone he goes. Touchdown, Jacksonville. The Jaguars make it a 9-point advantage.
Touchdown, Jaguars.
Those front office personnel people love to pair speedy wide receivers and ask their coaches to do just that. Put some play action in there. Let him go run. Because with his speed, that route is a winner, winner, chicken dinner.
Chiefs 14. Logan Good.
On now is Cook to kick this away. Okay, well, that one's over the 20, the landing zone, and almost everything else we got here today. So that football coming out to our 35-yard line. All right, the Chiefs in good field position here as they start out 1st and 10. On play action, it's Mahomes. This is cut downfield by Rice. And he's taken down, but not before he has this all the way to the opposing 40. Give him 25 on that play. And that's a Chiefs first down.
You know, Kate, you'll find teams go to this crossing route concept sometimes a dozen times a game. And a lot of times it's for shorter yardage, but sometimes things break in the right coverage for a much bigger impact play, just like that.
He's still going at the 30. And he's going to be stopped, but not before he gets him all the way down to that 15-yard line. It's a 24-yard gash, and it gives them the first down.
Kansas City Chiefs. First down. 1st and 10 at the 15-yard line.
Working inside the red zone. Throws caught. And they'll get this down nearly to the end zone. Instead, stopped at the 2. 14 yards on a nice play there, and it gives them 1st and goal.
I know the Combine tries to test everything it possibly can physically, but I don't know how you test courage at the Combine, because there's nobody defending you. Nobody wants to hit you. But that was the epitome of courage to make that in cut.
And he runs it across. Touchdown! The Chiefs shave some off the deficit late in the quarter. It's an Isaiah Pacheco touchdown. Butker with the extra point. And the Chiefs cut it to a field goal game.
Jaguars 24. Chiefs 21.
Volley set up and it's away. Just a 3-point game now. Return coming from the 6. His effort's going to get him to that 32-yard line before he's taken down.
1st and 10 at their own 32-yard line.
This is our last play of the quarter. Throwing now on 1st down. It's Jackson. Dumps it off to his running back. And he'll get it up near the 38-yard line before going down. So just 1 quarter to go on Monday Night Primetime. It's Jaguars football with a slight lead. Just got to hang on to it for one final quarter. Oh, 5 still to go here. This is 2nd down. An option give here to ETN. And he is hauled down right at that midfield strike. 12 yards on that play, and a good call nets him the 1st.
That's just not the guy defensively you ever want in the open field. Frankly, with the amount of space he had at one point, they're lucky to have limited to the gain they did.
And keep this drive moving, partner. Here's another 1st and 10. This one set up for Lamar. That is exactly why you rally to the football. Got through one tackle, but the next guy gets him for a loss.
QB runs can be some of the most difficult plays for these defenses, but not for the defense right there. Did their homework, and they get an A+ for how they defended that play.
Back to the line they go. It's 2nd down. Out of the gun. Here's Jackson. Hits his running back. And a solid gain there. Gets him across the 45 before he goes out.
Some certainly do it better than others, Kate, but every running back in the league today has got to do just that. You cannot be a one-dimensional back in the league anymore. You can't. You got to be able to handle your business, both toting the ball as a runner, and really importantly as a check-down outlet on short throws.
Skips it short of his man. That brings up 4th down.
The numbers tell us pretty clearly, you get to third and long, extra long, it's really hard to stay on the field. That's disappointing because that was third and manageable and an incomplete.
Cam Little now in a high-pressure spot. This from the right hash and a considerable distance. It's no good. It had the leg, but his aim wide right. And they are unable to double their lead.
Surely not something they're too pleased about down on the field. But, Kate, with that miss, we got a lot of juice. We got an opportunity here to see a field goal and a chance to take this game to overtime.
All right, the Chiefs in good field position here as they start out 1st and 10. They'll give this up the middle to Pacheco. And he'll only find 1 yard up the gut. 2nd down.
I don't think that's the amount that they were looking for there, Kate. Going to lead to some shuffling around here in the playbook. Find a more aggressive call on 2nd.
48-yard line.
Last run, not a lot of help, Brock. 9 to go now on 2nd down. From the gun, it's Mahomes. Look at that power, deep left side. Had the window to go deep, but just couldn't make it happen. Now it's 3rd down.
You hear defensive coaches on every practice field we're on preach not giving up the big play, especially at the NFL level. They'll need to stay vigilant because they're definitely going to use that receiver to take the lid off this defense again.
3rd down, it's Mahomes. That is once again incomplete, and consecutive incompletions have now pushed them to 4th down.
So often, so many of these games in the NFL, well, they come down to a play or two, and 3rd downs are critical. Whether it's in a close game or already out of hand, their coach wants to see them convert those.
And, just a hair too much on that kick. The punt lands in the end zone. This one's coming out to the 20. Jaguars look ready to go. Here comes 1st and 10. Here's ETN to begin the drive. And they get about 5 on that 1st down as he's sent out of bounds. So 5 still to go now on 2nd.
You know, Kate, that might be a little bit of a disappointing run to him. He wanted more. They always do. That's exactly what they were after offensively to get this drive moving.
So gain of 5 on that 1st down. Let's see if they can repeat that performance now here on 2nd. And he'll pick up enough to move the chains.
Ooh, I like that. I really like that execution to move the chains. Now that 3rd down call that they had ready, well, they can stick it right back in the pocket for a later occasion.
At the 33-yard line.
First down now, ball at the 33. From the gun, Jackson. He puts some air under it, deep down the left. And this is going to end up incomplete. He really aired it out there on 1st down, but just couldn't make the connection. He's been a frequent target throughout this game, Brock. We've seen that coverage tighten up a little bit more on him every time the ball's thrown his way.
Well, hasn't taken him off the board completely. He's still beating them for some catches, but that heightened focus defensively does lead to moments like that one where what would normally be a catch falls incomplete.
And he'll get it up near the 38-yard line before going down.
It's not just imperative that a quarterback knows man or zone. Same thing for a receiver, especially on a drag route. When he sees zone coverage like that, just settle down, find the soft spot, and give your quarterback a chance.
He'll throw it. A quick slant caught by Washington. And he'll be taken down, but not until he reaches that 45-yard line. That'll go for an 18-yard gain. And the Jaguars have a 1st down.
First down. A gain of 18 on the play. 1st down, Jaguars.
Again, it's Jackson to the air. And this time they're going to get to him before he can get that pass away as he goes down. And they're going to be forced to regroup a bit ahead of 2nd down.
And look at that. All that effort and success from the previous play, it is gone. Credit to this defense who snapped and cleared. That's part of this game. You got to snap and clear. Give up a big play, come back and make a big one for yourself. And they do getting home with that sack.
Lamar now from the gun. This is complete. Downfield to Smith. And they do get him down, but the damage is done. This gets down inside the 35-yard line. A big play, 23 yards to move those chains.
First down. It's a gain of 23 yards.
That takes us to the 2-minute warning here in KC. Jaguars only up by a few.
Don't worry.
New set of downs for him from the 31. Here's ETN on first down. It's an 8-yard pickup, and they're going to have 2nd and 2 next.
So much to like about that run, Kate, particularly what he was able to get out of it. The defense, I think, feels a little fortunate they were able to track him down before an even bigger run and crossing that first down marker.
After a good pickup, they're set up with 2nd and short. This one left for Lamar. And they get him for a loss. That's a big one, Brock, and might see them burn a timeout. Timeout taken by Kansas City. It's 2nd. And they'll have just one left to burn now. A great call in a short yardage situation right there, Brock, and that was exactly the type of front that defense needed to have.
Yeah, I agree with you. I love the X's and O's of it, and then even more, the guys going out there and executing it, pulling the trigger to create that loss.
And he's tackled with the first down yardage. The Chiefs will use their 3rd and final timeout. And they are quite frustrated having to call that after giving up the first. Victory formation here. Looks like they're going to take a knee on first down. One drawn up here for Lamar. For the Jaguars, the visitors in this one, but they take home the win. And this winning streak continues to grow as they claim their 4th victory in a row.